It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Coach Mike Perrone Field on the campus of Notre Dame High School, it's the latest edition of New Jersey High School Boys Soccer here on the WBCB Sports Network alongside Rich Fisher. I'm Andrew Myers for an exciting Colonial Valley Conference matchup today on a crisp fall afternoon here in Lawrence, New Jersey. Fish, these two teams know a lot about each other, Steinert and Notre Dame. Big till here towards the end of the regular season with the CVC tournament coming up and, of course, the state tournament in a couple weeks. What are you looking forward to in this matchup?
I'm looking for a great matchup. First of all, you got three. Listen, you drive in here, there's bales of hay with pumpkins on it. There's a chill in the air. The leaves are starting to change, and it's a soccer game. It's autumn. We're in autumn. And we got an always good game between two of the county's premier programs. And there's a lot riding on it for both teams as they're still playing for seeding in the upcoming Colonial Valley Conference tournament, which begins Saturday, and then the quarterfinals are Monday. And there's even more riding on it for Steinert, perhaps. Steinert is 1 point behind Robbinsville in the Colonial Division. And if they can win and Hopewell can upset Robbinsville, the Spartans win the crown. If Steinert wins and Robbinsville ties, they tie for the title. Or if Steinert ties and Robbinsville loses, they tie for the championship. But that's a lot of what-ifs, and Steinert just wants to win and sort of get itself going in the right direction again. They've lost 2 out of 3, and the Irish have won 3 out of 4. Both teams outstanding defensively. Steinert's allowed just 8 goals this year. Notre Dame's given up 14, but in their 12 wins, they've allowed just 3 goals, and they have 9 shutouts. Steinert's got 7 shutouts, and they've only allowed more than 1 goal just once this year, a 2-2 tie with Cherry Hill East. So when you think of good defenses, you immediately think of the goalkeepers, and both teams have good ones. Steinert's Dennis Tchaikovsky is very good. He's made the great save when he's had to. Notre Dame's going with a sophomore, Anthony Merlouse, for the most part. He's been solid throughout the campaign. But when teams are this good defensively, it's not just because your goalie is good or your back 4 or 3 are good. You know, the entire team defends. It's the midfielders and the forwards coming back. And you can see a lot of that with these two teams. The one big difference is offensively. Notre Dame has scored 69 goals this year, which is more than double Steinert's output. And Irish senior midfielder Will Lynch has 22 goals. That's just 4 less than Steinert's entire total of 26. Chris Vega leads them in scoring with 5 goals. 3 other guys have 4. In contrast with that, besides Lynch, 3 other Irish players have 7 or 8 goals. So what that means is Steinert's had a lot of experience in close games, and they played a lot of games in pressure situations. Aside from a 6-0 win, their largest margin of victory is 2 goals. Notre Dame's won 11 times by 3 or more goals, and a lot of times by 5 or more. So I would look for the Spartans to try to slow down the Irish offensive buzzsaw. You know, they'll try to mark Will Lynch, but a lot of teams do that. I'm not saying Steinert won't attack, but it may have all it can handle trying to contain the Irish. One of Steinert's big advantages is his big defensive wall in the back. Elliot Morris, Jacob Riley, and Ryan Tchaikovsky. Those guys are big and tough, so that could make it a little tough for Lynch. But, you know, I think Steinert's going to want to try to just keep this close, keep it a scoreless game, try to sneak in a goal and defend, and, see what happens there. I'd be shocked if we don't have a great game, and I'd really be shocked if this doesn't go into overtime, considering the last 3 Steinert games I've done have all gone into overtime. So settle in, everybody. Make a cup of hot chocolate, maybe some tea, and settle in for a long game and probably a good game.
Yeah, and discussing the ties, too, last time these two teams met was last October. That was nearly a tie, went into overtime, and then a 1-0 win for the Spartans. An OT goal from Liam Gardner in that one to lift the Spartans over the Irish. It's a close contest between these two teams over the last couple of years. 3 of the last 5 games going Steinert's way, and 3 of those games ended in shutouts. So, you know, these two teams talked about their defensive records, and even against each other in the recent history of this matchup have been throwing up goose eggs for the opposition defensively. So should be a very tight battle and a very good one at that too, as these two teams round out their regular season. Fish mentioned the inaugural CVC tournament will be kicking off this weekend.
Yep, no Mercer County tournament. The prep schools are not playing in the Mercer County tournament this year, so it is just the CVC teams, and I don't know. A lot of people aren't happy about that, but that's what it is. And I guess there's the prelim games are Saturday, and then the quarterfinals are Monday, and I forget what the schedule is from that point. But it'll still be a good tournament. Looking forward to it. And we have, like you said, these two teams always play close, tight games, so should not be any different today.
We're underway. Notre Dame, the home team, wearing their home navy jerseys with the light blue piping on the front. Steinert with the road whites and their green lettering and wording of the Steinert across the chest. Notre Dame starts out with the ball first.
Will Lynch is number 11. He actually leads the entire area in scoring.
22 goals for the senior.
Yeah. And
Lynch.
He's really been on a tear the last couple of weeks.
He has a goal contribution in every game. Goals in 14 of 16 for the Irish this year. Steiner tries to pick Son up offensively there, and a foul shoving the back from Luigi Baricelli, and it'll be a free kick for Steiner. We talked about the CVC, but it's really been domination for the Colonial division. All the good teams in the CVC really are in the Colonial division. The Steiner team, Notre Dame as well. Robbinsville top at the 12-0-2 record.
Yep. Yeah, you got Robbinsville, Steiner, Notre Dame, and Hopewell's not bad.
Princeton in there too.
Princeton, they're only the defending state champion.
Yeah.
So, and that's Notre Dame actually lost to Princeton, and Steiner defeated Princeton, and that was a big win for Steiner. Steiner is in a really, really tough stretch of games.
Yeah, absolutely.
It started with Robbinsville, and then they had Cherokee, which is a very good team, and from Cherokee,
then there was that Princeton win was after the Cherokee
Princeton,
loss.
And then Hun, which is a good team, and then now Notre Dame today. So there's been no let-up in the schedule for both Spartans, but that's good leading into the tournament.
Here's a chance now for the Irish, maybe some hesitation. And down in the box goes Ercolino, no call.
Elliot Morris, I don't know. Looks like there might have been a little shove there, but.
Some contact, but the referee keeps the whistle in his hand. And we'll play on. First opportunity for Notre Dame, though. Unable to get a shot on net, but putting some pressure on the Steiner defense. Here's Baricelli in the middle. Going to be saying his name a lot today. The senior back. Looks like he's playing a little bit in the midfield right now, Baricelli, number 15. Carrying the captain's armband on his left forearm.
Kind of windy up here where we're sitting, but I don't think it's all that windy on the field because we're kind of up on the slope.
Yeah, well, maybe get a chance to see it here on the Tchaikovsky punt. See how the wind affects that.
Yeah.
Tchaikovsky, the senior goalkeeper for the Spartans.
It did curve off to the left.
Yeah, it took it a little bit there.
The wind is at our backs, and that was the same direction that ball went. So perhaps there is some wind on that field. I walked across the field. It didn't feel that windy, but
minimal spin on that punt. It goes right out of bounds in front of the Notre Dame bench. Irish will get a throw in here. And a nice flick on from Honish. Well, unable to find a teammate, is there to knock it back is Elliot Morris. And Steiner with just one win in their last four. We mentioned those 4 games, really tough opponents. They get that big win against Princeton, though, to kind of pick themselves up in this tough stretch. But a good result here on the road against Notre Dame would help them out as well.
Yeah, the loss of Robbinsville was tough. They gave up that tying goal with a minute 21 to go.
Trying to push it forward is Jacob Raleigh, but defender is there. It's again Baricelli, and he forces a mistake. Notre Dame will get a throw, and they'll take it quickly. It's Lynch now in the corner. Heavy touch from Lynch, takes it out of bounds.
Got a lot of bean bags here. Keep our papers from blowing away. I thought that there was a cornhole tournament when I got up here.
Well, Fish, I'll loosen up my arm if we see any boards come out.
All right, buddy. You and I will be the team.
I'm ready to go. Watching a lot of ESPN 8 The Ocho lately. They've been showing a lot of cornhole tournaments on there. So
well, you really don't have much to do, do you?
battle for on the far side of the field. Notre Dame with a nice 1-2 play. Lynch looking for Baricelli, but unable to get it to him. And Steinert now working it back to Tchaikovsky. Just has to flick it ahead to get rid of it. Won back by the Irish, flicked on by Baricelli, but headed away. All Irish so far in the first 5 minutes of this one.
Sure has been.
Attempted cross from Isaac Bustamante. Cleared away by the Spartans, but only as far as the defender on the far side. It's a cross in, deflected off of Jacob Riley. Back out to Baricelli, maybe a chance here, and a shot goes over the bar off the right foot of Luigi Baricelli.
First actual shot towards the goal. Wasn't on the goal, but
doesn't test Tchaikovsky.
Nope.
Tchaikovsky with 43 saves in 12 games. We have no statistics for him from the Cherokee or Hun games. He allowed 1 goal in each of those games. Don't have the save stats on there, though. So 8 goals allowed in 14 games for Tchaikovsky. Great defensive record for not only him, but the Steinert back line and the Spartan team in general.
Yep. One thing Steinert does well, and I've said it before, is that their midfield makes it tough for teams to get over in midfield, but that hasn't been a problem today for the Irish so far.
Spartans trying to break out now as Taffro is played far from Chris DeMarco, and that's rolled out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Notre Dame. Chris DeMarco and Tyler Taffro, 2 names we'll be mentioning a lot for the Spartans today.
Yeah, those Taffros are pretty active.
Tyler Taffro, 4 goals, 2 assists this year. DeMarco, a goal and 6 assists. Those 2 are really the engine for the Spartans offense.
Kind of a careless giveaway by Steinert there on the far side.
Irish pushes forward. Here's Lynch. And a nice step in there from Elliot Morris as he knocks it away, but Irish will keep possession. It'll be a throw-in on the far side. Step inside and a weak left-footed cross in there from Nick Angelino. Intercepted by the Spartans, and now Steinert will try to keep a consistent pocket of possession here. It's out wide. It's Jacob Riley. And he plays it forward, looking for Matt Taffro. Down in the corner, Taffro working on 2 defenders, but that ball rolls out of play.
Yeah, it looks like this wind is going to play a part in this game. Even the balls on the ground are kind of rolling a little quicker than I think these guys want them to.
See if the 2 coaching staffs pick up on that and relay the messages to players on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if it favors one team or the other. I think from what I can feel sitting here, it feels like a crosswind. You know, doesn't it feel like a wind's
Yeah, it's
at our
kind of
back?
going all over the place, really.
Yeah.
You saw that on that Tchaikovsky punt, it went this way, and then there's a cross there. And a deflection off the bottom of the cleat for Will Lynch. Didn't get much on that one.
That was a nice cross by how do you say that?
Eckerlino.
Eckerlano.
Luca Eckerlano. We got a pair of Italians on the team, Eckerlano and Baricelli.
I hear Baricelli, and I keep thinking I want pasta.
I'm not sure what the stoppage was there. The referee had a drop ball for Steinert. Spartans will try to break out from their defensive half. And a good touch there across from Vega Ramirez, and now playing it up the middle is Derek Monahan, but he's taken off the ball. The Irish with it now. On the near side, it's Bustamante switches fields. Cross in looking for Lynch on the far side, but 3 Spartans there. It's the Irish trying to build something from the middle of the field. Nice 1-2-3 pass connection there. Still the Irish with it as they poke it ahead looking for Honish. Ricochet on the clearance attempt, and the ball falls into the hands of Dennis Tchaikovsky, and the Spartans will try to reset.
Watching Lynch, it doesn't really look like Steinert's got anybody really shadowing him when he doesn't have the ball. So there's no real strict man mark on him, but I'm sure when he gets the ball, you'll see a bunch of guys gravitate toward him. He really hasn't had the ball much.
Nice play forward for the Irish here on the near side. Ercolano now in the back heel. Plays it to the corner. Here's Palumbo. Palumbo with a cross inside. It's cleared out. Looks like it's going to stay a throw-in, not a corner. As it was Elliott Morris there to get his body in front.
That was some nice stuff by Notre Dame there. Like you said, the back heel, back out wide, and then across. Just Steinert was there to defend it.
Throwing from Bustamante finds Lynch. Lynch now out to the top of the box. It's taken down by Angelino. Now left-footed shot on the ground. Cleared away. It was Palumbo on that shot.
Oh, ball boy on the field.
Extra ball on the field on the ball boy, but he's able to get off in time. Bustamante now near the corner. Being defended by Taffro. Taffro goes down. A crossing off the right foot goes all the way across, and a left-footed shot goes over the bar. Not sure if that was really more of a second cross back in or if he was trying to put it on goal, but regardless, it goes over the net.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure if that was an actual shot or not.
And the Spartan defense able to hold with the Irish really threatening here. Now Steinert trying to push it ahead. Here's Vega Ramirez. Vega Ramirez with a collision there. He goes down. Another Spartan goes down, but Vega Ramirez back up. And with the ball at his feet, he plays it back to DeMarco, who again plays it to the corner. And a good slide tackle in there to knock it away by an Irish defender. It'll be a Spartan throw-in.
Vega Ramirez does some nice stuff with the ball at his feet. He can make things happen, just a sophomore.
Vega Ramirez, a team leading 5 goals this year. Ball on the goal line and it rolls out of play. It will be a corner for Steinert, as Notre Dame was unable to keep that in play.
Was Steinert's second corner kick? They had another one earlier, didn't they? Or was that just a throw?
Yeah, I think it was just a throw in here in the down like 4 on the near corner.
Got Nick Gallagher standing in front of us. Got me all screwed up.
Trusty cameraman Nick Gallagher gives us a thumbs up there.
Yeah, thumbs up.
In swinging corner off the right foot. It's headed away by Notre Dame.
Yeah, that was Caden O'Rourke, just a freshman. He's tall. He was head and shoulders above everybody else to get that out. You got a freshman that tall, you're going to win a lot of head balls over the next 4 years.
O'Rourke, one of 2 freshmen on Brian Fisher's squad. Luke Coulter, number 1, the other one. Both of them have played and contributed as well. Luke Coulter, 3 goals, 4 assists this year.
Oh, you love that.
Caden O'Rourke, 3 goals, 3 assists for the other freshman.
When you got freshmen and sophomores contributing, that makes you feel good.
Just 4 seniors on this Notre Dame team too, so going to be a lot of returners next year, you would assume. Free kick now for the Spartans, about 35-40 yards out. It's Chris DeMarco over it. Ball goes up, cross goes in, and it's headed away by Notre Dame. Chasing it now is Elliott Morris. On his back is Jace Palumbo, and it rolls out of play. It'll be a Notre Dame throw-in, and they try to get the counterattack here quickly. Throw it ahead to Bustamante, knocked out of bounds. It'll be another throw. Lynch with a 1-2 to the corner, and it's cross deflected. So it was Tyler Javik trying to cross that in. A battle of the 5s is Jacob Riley for the Spartans, able to get his body in front and deflect that out of play. It'll be a corner for Notre Dame. Herculano and Angelino discussing some strategy. They'll take it each way himself. Here's Angelino with a left-footed cross and goes past everybody and over the bar.
Yep, tried a little slickness there on that corner. Wasn't traditional corner.
It was Baricelli on the far post. They were looking for him.
Still, neither goalie has had to make a save yet in this game. This is Steinert's kind of game. Don't score, although Steinert would kind of like to be in the attacking zone a little bit more.
Yeah, the bulk of the possession is going Notre Dame's way.
Yeah.
The first 15 minutes of this one. See the Irish will try to build out from the back.
But, you know, you see it so often, especially on these windy days where a team dominates, doesn't get anything, and then a wind-blown ball flies into the goal for the other team. And I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but you see it so often.
Keeper comes out as Vega Ramirez gives chase, and then a slip there from, I think it was O'Rourke. And that ball rolls out of play, so a nice bounce for Steinert. The Spartans will get another corner kick. A pair of subs coming in for the Spartans. This looks like Monahan and is that Matt Taffro coming off. One of the players coming on, Byron Godinez. He goes right in there in the box. Sam Narkin, the other one coming in for the Spartans. And they'll take this corner short themselves. Plays to the goal line, and it's a left-footed cross, misses everything, and goes behind the net.
Yeah, cross to the wrong side. Another sign of fall. You see these cross-country runners running all over the place.
Yeah.
I had 3 of them run right in front of me when I was coming in the parking lot.
Good step in front there by Zach Barton for the Spartans, but it's won back by the Irish, knocked ahead. Now back and forth as that one's cleared out of play. It'll be a Notre Dame throw-in. Notre Dame 3 wins in their last 4 games, all 3 of them shutout wins. Had a 4-2 loss to Central Bucks County East.
Yeah, they've lost to some good teams.
4 losses on the year for the Irish. They also have a big win against Garfield a couple of weeks ago, 1-0 win in that one.
Quite a bit of lull in the action right now.
Yeah, neither team really able to keep possession for long periods of time.
No.
Last couple minutes. We expected this to be a defensive battle. Might only be one goal could do it. See this throw in right in front of the Steinert bench. Anthony Tessina in his 9th season in charge. Won't be seeing him getting up and animated as much as he normally does.
Yeah.
With the boot on his right foot.
Yeah.
Some tough luck a couple weeks ago for Anthony Tessina.
Yeah, suffered that playing in a men's league game.
And that came shortly after he was suspended and got a red card.
Well, no, actually it came before the red
you're
card.
Right, you're
yeah.
right.
His comment was, so it was a rainy day when he got the red card. He goes, so I was standing in the rain with a broken ankle getting a red card.
Cross ahead, played it forward for Ercolano, and it's a little too heavy there. Tchaikovsky comes off his line to collect. This punt from the Steinert keeper will stay in bounds, or at least for a moment, as it's headed away by the Irish, and it'll be a Spartan throw-in.
Seems like this game's going in slow motion all of a sudden.
Flicked ahead by Baricelli, and Steinert will try to keep possession here. Back and forth it goes, and now here's DeMarco trying to turn the field, but Baricelli steps in, a nice job, and now Notre Dame will try to pick up the counter. Good spin move by Ercolano, and he gets clipped in the heel, foul called, and a free kick for the Irish right at midfield. Bustamante splits defenders and then switches fields. Played forward by Palumbo, but it's intercepted. And it rolls out of play for an Irish throw-in. Sub now for Notre Dame. As Baricelli will come off. Stepping in is Antonio Mandrucci for the first time today. Mandrucci steps right into the action there, trying to battle Elliot Morris for that header, but Morris wins out. Played forward now off the foot of Javik and knocked out of play by the Spartans. It'll be an Irish throw-in. Creative flick inside there by Palumbo, able to create himself some space, and now he switches the fields to Bustamante. Bustamante with Byron Godinez on him, tries to work the outside. Still Bustamante, left-footed cross. It's off the head. I believe it's Will Lynch. It is.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Kind of an awkward flick on there, and it goes over the bar, but another opportunity for Notre Dame.
Yeah, that was nice work by Bustamante. Good 1v1 action, and then managed to get the nice cross. Lynch just headed it over.
Pair of goals and assists for Isaac Bustamante, the senior. Heavy punt there by Tchaikovsky, won by Steiner. Nice pass by Vega Ramirez out wide to Godinez. Here's Godinez with a right-footed shot, and it won't test the keeper as it goes over the bar. Marlouse reading it all the way.
Yeah, I'm glad he had it read all the way. I thought that might have had a chance to get under the crossbar from here. That was
Irish
way off.
Irish play it quickly here, and Narkin steals it for the Spartans for a moment, but then plays it out of bounds. Throw in for Notre Dame. You see Jacob Riley barking out some instructions from the back line. In a battle here, Elliot Morris with Mandrucci on him. Plays it back safely to Jacob Riley, who knocks it forward. Miscommunication there, though, between two Spartans in the midfield, and it's won back by the Irish. Urcolano splits two defenders. Luca Urcolano and a slide tackle, a timely one at that. Beautiful from Elliot Morris. I gotta tell you, he's not afraid to go in with those heavy tackles inside the box.
No, he's not. I mean, that's why they're so tough right in that final third, because
Absolutely.
they've got some big physical guys who aren't afraid to take you on.
Said Elliot Morris and Jacob Riley's name a lot today. Here's a corner from Bustamante, punched away by Tchaikovsky, but right to the edge of the box, and then a left-footed shot goes well wide from Tyler Javik. It's not just Morris and Riley either. It's Ryan Tchaikovsky, the junior defender as well, number 4.
Absolutely, yeah. He's.
You see him here on the near side.
Yeah, you got Morris in the center. You got Riley on the left and Tchaikovsky on the right. Tchaikovsky, Morris and Riley were back there last year with Liam Gardner. And Tchaikovsky has fit in seamlessly with those guys, taking Gardner's place.
Tchaikovsky as well. Today, NJ.com's poll for the top New Jersey junior ended today after a week of voting, and Tchaikovsky finished 7th in that voting.
There you go. That's pretty good for a defender.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, usually everybody just looks at the goals.
Tchaikovsky, 4 goals and 1 assist on the year for the Spartans from the back line.
Now that does make him tied for Steinert's second leading scorer.
Him and Tyler Taffro with 4 goals apiece. Chris Vega Ramirez with 5, the team leader. Just 26 goals for the Spartans this year, a 9-2-3 record, compared to 69 goals in 16 games for the Notre Dame Irish.
Yep. But, teams that can defend are always going to be in the game.
Baricelli finding Honish. Landed Honish with a left-footed cross, headed straight down by Jacob Riley, and then cleared away. Steiner trying to counterattack. Sam Narkin on the near side and trying to keep it in, but being unable to do so is Caden O'Rourke. So Steinert will get a throw in.
Notre Dame's tried to create a few opportunities with some crosses in the middle, but they either went wide of anybody or Steinert did a good job of getting in front of them.
Good turnaround from Zach Barton as he finds Vega Ramirez, and now Godinez plays Narkin on the near side inside the box. Narkin met, but it rolls out of play before he's able to get a touch to it. And I actually guess they're going to call offsides or a foul. It's quickly played here by Notre Dame. Baricelli on the near side. Gets around Narkin. Now minimal space to work with, and it's knocked away by Godinez. Quickly taken again. And now we'll get a stoppage here